Thirdly, we discussed the bridge. I explained that Canada, of course, paid for the construction of the bridge, over $4 billion, that the ownership is shared between the state of Michigan and the government of Canada, and that in the construction of the bridge,
Donald Trump has launched a fresh attack on Canada, this time targeting the $6 billion Gordie Howe International Bridge connecting Windsor and Detroit. In a lengthy social media post, Trump threatened to block the bridge's opening, demanded financial compensation, and accused Canada of exploiting the United States. But those claims collapse under basic scrutiny. Canada fully funded the project. Ownership of the bridge is shared between Canada and the state of Michigan. American workers were involved in construction. American steel was used. And in 2017, Trump himself fast-tracked the project, calling it vital. This is not a case of misunderstanding. It is a narrative built on incorrect information. Trump's post went even further, accusing Canada of undermining U.S. alcohol sales, aligning trade with China, and even threatening hockey traditions. None of these accusations reflect policy reality. Instead of escalating tensions, Prime Minister Mark Carney responded calmly and factually, emphasizing cooperation, shared economic benefit, and the importance of cross-border trade.
Obviously, there's Canadian steel, Canadian workers, but also U.S. steel, U.S. workers that are involved. This is a great example of cooperation between our countries. Look forward to it opening. And what is particularly important, of course, is the commerce and the tourism and the voyages of Canadians and Americans that will go across that bridge. So the conversation turned to a series of issues that we will raise and we're going to follow up on. I'm not going to go into detail on those issues. These would be specific issues in parallel to the CUSMA negotiations. Final point is the President asked appropriately that his ambassador, who's from Michigan, of course, play a role in smoothing the conversation in and around the bridge. So it was a positive conversation. It's a big game today.
Trump's threat to block the bridge is not just unjustified, it is economically irrational. The Windsor-Detroit corridor is one of North America's busiest trade routes, with billions of dollars in goods crossing annually and thousands of American jobs depending on it. Any disruption would harm Michigan, Ohio, and the Midwest first. Even Michigan leaders publicly rejected Trump's claims and confirmed the bridge will open as planned. Ontario Premier Doug Ford went further, describing the threat as political theatre rather than serious policy. He dismantled Trump's statements point by point. Ownership is shared, American workers participated, and U.S. materials were used. Ford also warned against appeasement, urging Canada to stand firm and reject false accusations. His message was clear. This is not about confrontation, but about respect and refusing to negotiate under misinformation. So what is really driving this controversy? It is not the bridge, it is leverage. For decades, the United States held economic dominance over Canada as its primary trading partner. But under Prime Minister Mark Carney, Canada has diversified trade relationships with Europe and Asia, reducing dependence on Washington. As American leverage declines, frustration grows. Analysts argue that Trump's own confrontational trade policies pushed allies to diversify in the first place. These exaggerated threats appear less like strength and more like an attempt to regain lost influence. In the end, the facts remain clear. Canada funded the bridge, shared its benefits, and acted in good faith. The accusations are false, the threats are reckless, and Canada's leadership has shown that misinformation will not define diplomacy. Subscribe my channel for more updates.